YouTube chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Look at Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth, appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Carlos Miller, bring your ass here, boy. You comedians are getting way too disrespectful these days. I keep telling you guys, man, eventually we're going to have a very uncomfortable conversation about comedians that use their comedian badge to get off some nasty shit. I don't care how great a
I'm not gonna lie, this is probably why the art of comedy is just like dying, because people want to just call out everything. Like, damn, like comedy can't even be comedy anymore. Like, now that like the public is just regulating it as much as possible, like it's just like getting closer and closer to an edge, whereas like you can't even be a comedian anymore. I mean, I don't know if that's the same logic you can use in this case, but just in general, comedy has really been diminished and like watered down as much as possible.
Of a comedian you are, sometimes certain things just are not funny. Now, a couple days ago, January 20th was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Now, it's a federal holiday that's supposed to honor the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr., who was assassinated in 1968. A day where you're supposed to sit back, reflect, and be grateful for a man that basically sacrificed his life for you. But you know what my people were doing on January 20th? They were too busy on Twitter making AI photos of MLK Jr. Sexy Red.
I saw this picture, and my first initial thought of this picture, I didn't think it was like, I actually thought it was, this is going to sound crazy, but I actually thought this was like innocent, harmless. I don't think this was like supposed to be made out to be as offensive. I mean, there are people who have done way worse with MLK with AI. So it's like, I feel like this was just a little bit harmless, just a little bit harmless. I don't think this was like all, for all intents and purposes, that disrespectful. It was, in a way, it was disrespectful if you look at it from the family standpoint.
Red posted this AI picture of her and MLK Jr. on Twitter, and she was quickly reprimanded by MLK Jr.'s daughter, Bernice King. Dr. Bernice King told Sexy Red immediately, "This is intentionally distasteful, dishonoring, deplorable, and disrespectful to my family and my father, who is not here to respond himself because he was assassinated for working for your civil
let alone her mother,
and to end war and poverty. Please delete." Now, Sexy Red immediately complied. She knew she was way out of pocket. She said, "You went wrong. Never meant to disrespect your family. My apologies. Just reposted something I saw that I thought was innocent." Bernice King says, "Thank you for your apology, which I sincerely accept. Please know that it was not my intention that you be denigrated. I value you."
She didn't even want to like embarrass her like that. Wow. She just wanted to like set the record straight that she didn't really like the picture that she posted. That's commendable, on both sides, because it's like Sexy Red is young, so she don't really. I'm thinking in my mind as logically for like the young people, they don't really understand like the importance of our history and how important it is to preserve our history. As good as AI is, it can be very dangerous. I don't think I don't think a lot of the young people understand that. Just as far as like, if somebody was to like, let's just say like, I don't know, a rapper decided to go ahead and take Malcolm X and make like an AI of him in a strip club, that would be completely disrespectful. No innocence in that at all. Versus, this picture here where, Martin Luther King is just like dance. It looks like dancing with Sexy Red, still innocent in my opinion, but still on, Dr. Bernice King's side, I see, how she feels about that, preserving and honoring, continuing to honor the legacy of Martin Luther King is something I feel like you know, should be, you should, she did the right thing by calling that out.
As a human being, I hope you understand my concerns about the image. I know that my father has become a bit of a caricature to the world, and that his image is often used with no regard to his family, his sacrificial work, or to the tragic, unjust way in which he died, a state-sanctioned assassination. Unfortunately, I regularly challenge the disregard. I earnestly wish people would imagine what it would feel like to see their deceased, murdered father repurposed for party flyers and unjust legislation. All the best to you, young lady. Now you guys can.
That was respect. I ain't gonna lie. That's commendable.
Come on Twitter just to correct somebody like Sexy Red.
She didn't want to embarrass her or nothing like that. She just thought it was wrong. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I completely respect how Dr. Bernice came at Sexy Red, and I even commend Sexy Red more for being like, you know what? She could have been like all the other ignorant rappers and just said, get into a shouting match or try to like persuade a back and forth or something like that. But she was like, no, I was wrong. I'm sorry. All it is accountability and just apologize. That's it. It don't got to be nothing extra.
Not a random person on Twitter, an artist, a big artist like Sexy Red, saying, hey, take that picture down, Sexy Red. That is very disrespectful to my family. You have millions of followers on Twitter that are gonna think this is cool. I don't like it. We don't like it. And I'll give Sexy Red props. There wasn't no argument. She wasn't trying to justify her posting that picture. She knew she was dead wrong and she apologized. But here goes comedian Carlos Miller that thinks he's hilarious. And by the way, Carlos Miller is actually funny. But there was nothing funny about this situation, Carlos. Carlos Miller saw the interaction between Sexy Red and Bernice King. He goes to his AI app and quickly makes an AI picture of him and MLK Jr. He then goes on Twitter to post it to his followers saying, hey guys, don't...
Carlos, why? Why'd you do this? Why did you do it? And then the picture doesn't even look right. The picture don't even look right. It doesn't look like a good AI picture. Why was this needed? Why did you need to do this? I don't understand. I guess maybe to deflect the attention from them and then put it on you. That's crazy. That is crazy. Don't look good on you.
Don't let Bernice see this one.
Brother, this guy stinks.
Just why, Carlos? Brother, you just saw the lady reprimand Sexy Red.
Exactly.
What is funny about pissing her off? Now, immediately after posting this picture on Twitter, everybody started flaming Carlos. Somebody said Carlos is 41 from Mississippi. If anybody knows better, he knew better. It wasn't funny.
And people on Twitter X, they do not care. They go, oh my good man, I can only imagine. Chiggs probably picked the lighter insults against Carlos Miller. I'm sure there are I'm sure way worse insults are on X, because when people go in on celebrities, they go in. People on X don't care.
It was lame. Martin Luther King Jr. shouldn't be disrespected, and everybody knows people do not like their parents played with, dead or alive.
That's
Some
a fact.
things are unnecessary.
That is a fact. And then the person at the bottom right here says he's moved on to his all attention is good attention phase of being irrelevant, and that's the most dangerous for a struggling loser. Jeez. Christ.
Somebody else tweeted Carlos saying, yo, somebody find this nigga grandma picture expeditiously.
Oh, wow.
Now, Carlos did end up deleting the pictures, but it was too late. The damage was done already. Hey, comedians on...
That's crazy. And then he said, my grandma ain't got no pictures. She thought pictures took your soul. Some country as Mississippi-ish. You wouldn't understand.
social media. Sometimes it's okay to stay the
Apparently,
fuck
he
away
doesn't
from a
understand
topic. I promise
the mistake
you
he
do
made.
not have to interject into every single trending topic. There would never be anything funny about trying to piss off or annoy a 61-year-old lady
Or
on
even
social
put
media,
attention on yourself
especially
after
coming
all
off
of that
MLK
happening.
Junior holiday. You guys get in the comments below what you guys think about Carlos Miller's post. Did everybody just miss the joke that Carlos Miller was trying to portray with the picture? Or do you guys think people are
I don't think he I think that was one opportunity he should have just left alone. Should have just left that one alone. Just let whatever happened with Sexy Red and Dr. Bernice King just simmer and slowly, and tomorrow you can make a joke about something else. But to take that opportunity to just like try to do the same thing Sexy Red just basically got told about, and I guess maybe he thought that was funny. Bad comedic timing. That's number one. And you shouldn't have did it at all, honestly. Shouldn't have did it at all. But I mean, hey, you live and you learn, right?